Hello. Okay, I think it's working now. It's just I have to connect my VTuber again to other. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. We're back. I think we're back. Hello. Sorry about that. Let's go back.
Whatever it was when blood was spilled, the blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Oh,
Why not ask them? You too have caused quite the stir.
she kind
Hecate
of
is
just
beside
leaves
herself,
her
and
door
Athena is out of
unlocked,
her mind.
right?
Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the Fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
I mean, her help could
If you sent
be
Grace
useful.
to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
So she has an ulterior motive. Did you plan this all along? I don't know if I say this, I can. Let me just
How
ask
do
the
we
questions.
get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only
Avernus?
armies.
They won't take you.
Like in D&D?
They might, if you ask them to.
Hmm.
So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do.
Ooh.
Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Isn't
Is
Hades
that
dead?
something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
Hmm.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're
Oh,
barred
yeah.
from Hades.
Hades is
By
the
a
place.
rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Oh, again?
Is there really no other way to talk to these Fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
And
Was another crazy plan, right?
Grace,
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And
He's
consider this,
very
Apollo.
passive.
Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
We can, we can, we can save her.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine.
Ooh.
Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Ooh, it's getting interesting. It was always interesting. I like the story.
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Something, this is completely... What do you mean? Wrong chat? What do you mean Dead Space 2? What is that supposed to be? But yeah, completely out of the different subject is it in my login to Don't say that. Don't say that publicly. You should change your password. I typed it without seeing where I was typing. You should change your password. But yeah, different subject. I just like how they worked in the character designs, all like the each god symbol. Like Apollo has the sun in his color. Persephone has flowers in the sleeves of her jacket, and Hermes. I'm gonna show you. Well, right now, his their how do you say, their hat has the wings, and their little pouch has the Hermes symbol. You're gonna see it has the little Hermes symbol. Is that a piece of the puzzle? It's Say Freddy.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Hey! Literally any
Signal when you
doorway.
need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I
Yep.
think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Let's not get in the same place as Orpheus.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow.
It is really desolate.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile.
Orpheus!
I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Who is this Orpheus? The
Who
name sounds
is he
familiar.
indeed?
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
I wonder how this would have played out. Maybe we could have convinced. Like, I'm seeing it. Like, we're gonna go there and talk to Orpheus and say like, we're here to retrieve my friend and everything. I wonder if it could have, how differently it would have played if we chosen to romance Freddy. Because in this case, we're also here to retrieve our love, you know? Maybe we could have played into that. I don't know how he would react. Ooh, this is interesting.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Ooh. We're gonna meet Carrion, maybe? We need to pay the fee, though. We don't have any money. Supposedly.
The ferryman will come soon.
Yes,
As we are not
carry
dead,
on!
you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Big.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Caron, I did not bring you any cards. I
Caron,
am
I
not here
guess.
to entertain you.
Carry on. No, carry on.
My name is Grace, and I'm here to save my friend Freddy. Have you seen her?
He says he has. She spoke a great deal as they crossed the river, and that made him very happy.
Oh,
Happy? Why happy?
nobody has
I
come
don't
here in
imagine
years.
Caron gets much company these days, Grace. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Caron. Stop asking.
Aww. They just want to gossip and play.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him.
Oh my god!
You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Caron. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Oh, I love it. I feel like there should
I
be.
wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you.
Just as I was saying, I think there should be music here.
Blow a fuse.
Yeah.
Every story, every memory winds up here in the water.
You will forget.
I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Haha.
Queen here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Sit down.
Someone's coming.
Orpheus!
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
I didn't belong
a
here,
wolf is waiting in the
but
tomb.
that throne belongs to
Someone's
me.
coming.
No one deserves
I
it
can feel them howling at the
more
moon.
than I.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
an
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
What happened to the music?
I
Yes.
have been waiting for
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And you brought a muse. Hi.
Frick yeah.
Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny.
Benny!
To my underworld. Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Ooh.
Down. Loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good.
Why?
I wouldn't say that I'm great.
I don't like this
I
vibe.
wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's
The best that's ever been. The best you've ever seen. The best you've ever heard. And I haven't even really sung a single word.
I think I chose poorly.
Just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, loop it. Do,
Persephone's
I
face.
didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge.
there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die. The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus, instead of a life of despair, Hades would have ended you there. This place would still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
Doesn't make it any less true.
I'm high. Am I the one on trial now? If it isn't your fault, who do I blame? I've become a shadow, almost forgotten my name. Held the flame for so long, now I don't know where to turn.
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
You didn't do what you were told, but you won't face the fact that you're to blame. And Persephone, you blew it. You must understand each other by now. All of this is getting kinda old. What a shame. There's the door, walk through it.
But I never got to have my revenge.
Our pain never ends.
Our pain never
Orpheus,
ends.
I promise you now, belatedly, I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
Is this good or bad? I don't know if I made it.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
This I can I can't take the throne for myself, but we're gonna have to destroy the
All
throne.
that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
I
There.
did that somehow.
You dare. What gives you the right to interfere in this manner? That throne was not yours to break.
Look around you, Persephone. Hades is empty. That chair you wanted so badly, it doesn't matter anymore.
And Orpheus
It
leaves.
mattered to me. I paid for that throne with tears and blood, Grace. With years of humiliation you know nothing about. I thought we could help each other, but no, you would rather lecture me. So what's your
Maybe this
plan
wasn't
now,
the best.
Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
My plan? It's exactly the same as it was before.
You've lost me.
Come on, Persephone. Do you really expect me to believe you just showed up at my apartment eager to help? You wanted to do this, but you couldn't. You needed to convince me, to convince Apollo, to convince Hermes to help you. And for that, You'd say anything, right? You'd tell us there was a way to contact the Fates.
Which there never was. You're correct.
And Freddy?
If the throne alone could bring somebody back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
I should have realized it sooner, before we ever came here. I guess neither of us is as smart as we think we are.
So this was useless.
And neither of us will get what we want today.
As opposed to your original plan, where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
There she is!
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me.
No.
Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here.
Eurydice?
Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope. Okay. But. I'm confused. Isn't her soul in me? I don't know. But what? I had to leave for a bit, but how did she die? They were fangirling about D&D when I left. She died! She fucking got stabbed! We were, like, right after we were talking about D&D.
Calliope?
Maybe, I don't remember.
This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying!
All alone is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Then... yeah, I'm confused about
I
this.
don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul.
So... every other soul is here? I don't know.
Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
So they do die. It's just... they build up on everything. It's weird.
I, guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How
com-
did you die?
I
Why
forgotten
didn't you come to
immediately. I don't know.
If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have, but I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
More prophecies?
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No, I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Okay. Let's start with Apollo. Just tell me who killed you. Maybe I
You
think
don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy.
But if it's like Hecate said that it was written that she would die, but in a year. But Apollo's prophecy said that it's not. I'm confused. Because supposedly Apollo's prophecies come from the same place where Hecate gets all her stuff. You know? I don't know.
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped.
I knew it was Athena.
Fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
That's why he's been so depressed about it. And also, maybe that's why they didn't talk for like 2 years.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
Oh.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
So that's why they're so desperate to kill her.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
My brain hurts.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels Guilty enough, my love.
Ooh.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Pass on her idol.
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I wish you hadn't. You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go.
This is Ashley too, right?
I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Will I know where to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas? I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this.
Okay, crying.
You've returned.
I want you to press the pillow.
And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Were you healing magic?
Then what happened?
Cure my depression?
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy. How you warned her. How you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why did you agree to help and then lie? You even said you thought Pan was responsible.
I didn't know how she died, or who else was involved.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the
Like
truth
Pan.
without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
But it
Isn't
could-
the prophecy open to
Yeah.
interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Apollo, no.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Could the prophecy be true? We should make a deal. What will happen?
Does there still need to be a trial? If we go to Athena privately, maybe we could work out some kind of deal.
She won't make a deal. All that will afford her is a chance to kill you before the trial.
She tried that once already.
And your friend died as a result. No, it's a clever thought, but Athena needs to be challenged in front of everyone. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
I feel like I'm headed.
Great.
I feel like I'm heading into a bad ending. Day 7. I don't know if there's like, maybe the only way to convince her is to show some other way to like save the idols without killing us. No, nothing cures depression. Okay, Freddy. I did the Orpheus thing. I went into the underworld to get Freddy back, but it was a lie. There was no way to get her back. And what's more, Freddy didn't want to. She chose to sacrifice herself, she said, and she wasn't taking it back. At least I got to say goodbye. I'll miss her so much. I won't miss the scrolling wheel. Okay, so the new plan is this. I go into Hades with Persephone, yes, the actual underworld and the land of the dead, and we take back her throne. That will allow us to not only talk to the Fates and find out what Calliope wanted with them, but also bring back Verdi. Sounds great, provided that I can trust Persephone. She just kind of showed up again to make the suggestion, and Apollo is all kinds of suspicious about it. I guess we'll see. As for what we learned in the underworld, holy crap. Calliope was there. I guess her soul and the Eidolon are separate things, which even Persephone didn't know. The important thing is that Calliope was there and I got to talk to her. She told us everything. It was Athena. She received the prophecy from Apollo to save the idols, and that's why she summoned the Furies. She can do that? To kill Calliope. To try and keep it from happening. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse dies. I became the last muse after Calliope's death, and now Athena wants me dead. To keep the idols safe? This is huge. Apollo brought us to Hermes. Hermes owes him a favor, something about stealing 50 cows? Oh, that's right! That was the original myth. To ask if they'd bring Persephone and I to Hades, and they agreed. Even knowing it was against the rules, it might get them into trouble. Hermes is the best. Aphrodite, Apollo. Ugh. Uh, he knew. Apollo knew who was the murderer all along. Athena came to him for a prophecy on how to save the idols, and he gave it to her. But it doesn't make any sense. If Apollo knew about the prophecy, why did he stop Athena from just killing me at the start? Why did he help me at all? Calliope said he was lying to protect me, to prevent me from sharing her fate. But I know the prophecy now, so whatever it is, I'm locked into it. All of Apollo's lies were from nothing. I think we're due a very serious conversation when I get back. I laid into Apollo at the moment I got back to the apartment, and he denied nothing. All of it was to protect me from the prophecy, so that I wouldn't be locked into it, and he'd only agreed to help me because he thought he could do so indirectly. He apologized a lot and then fled, tail between his legs. Ugh. If I want to have a real discussion about this, it'll have to be at his beach house. Well, we have our murderer. It was Athena all along. We got it straight from Calliope herself. Athena went to Apollo for a prophecy on how to save the idols. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse dies. Calliope was the last of the muses, and then it was me. So we had to go. She's had it from me from the very start. She never intended to let me live, no matter what I did. Thing is, I don't exactly have proof of this. Somehow, I doubt Athena would back down even if I did. Oh, and apparently she can also summon the Furies. You know, the embodiment of retribution that my powers don't even work on. Ugh, this is going to be trouble, isn't it? Yeah, it's like I thought. Persephone agreed that Athena isn't likely to stop now. The trial will go forward, and if Athena thinks killing me will save the idols, she'll do it. Meaning we'll just have to find a way to stop her if we can. How exciting. Except it was all a lie. All of it. Persephone showing up at the apartment was her trying to get exactly what she wanted, just as Apollo suspected. I couldn't let her get away with it, so I kind of destroyed the throne. Didn't know I could do that, but poof! It's gone. Nobody's ruling Hades now. Not that there's much left to rule anyway. Persephone was livid, because it's hers, and that's all she cares about. And let's face it, she had it coming. On a separate note, I learned that Persephone and Calliope were in love. They weren't friends, but they were a couple. I guess they broke up a couple of years ago, but the way Persephone acted from the start makes so much more sense now. Well, I tried talking to Persephone once we got back to the apartment, but she wasn't having it. If I want to settle this, I'll have to hunt her down. For whatever good that'll do. I don't know if there's anything new on Pan. Turns out that Pan wasn't lying. Was he innocent? No. Was he the killer? No. He saw that Calliope and told Medusa that where she was going. Medusa probably told Athena, and so Athena summoned the Furies to kill Calliope. But Pan probably had no idea that would happen. I guess it's good to know the whole truth, finally. I don't know if there's stuff with arrows. Yeah. Venus, Medusa. Well, there's stuff on Orpheus. You know that story about Orpheus and Eurydice? How Orpheus goes into the underworld to get his self back? And Hades says, okay, but only if you never look back the entire way to the surface. Right before the exit, Orpheus loses his nerve and looks back, and thus Eurydice is forced to remain dead forever. Cruel, classic, and apparently true. Or the heart of it seems to be anyhow. Orpheus was so bitter about the whole thing, he's waited on that empty throne all these thousands of years, waiting for Persephone to return, just to keep her from it. I don't know why he blames her and not her former and now dead husband, but I guess I'll find out. A little detail Persephone failed to share before our arrival. It seems that, as the greatest bard of ancient Greece, Orpheus had powers similar to mine. So when we showed up in the Underworld's throne room, he and I duked it out musically, until I finally convinced him that this whole vendetta of his wasn't worth it and it was time to move on. Last I saw of him, he and a few shades left in Hades who supported him had wandered off in the shadows together, hopefully to find a rest. Okay, who do we go to first? Let's leave Apollo for last. Maybe Pan first.
Pan? Are you here? Pan!
Did he dissolve into mist?
Alright then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Oh. Now you've got my ears quivering, Grace. Whatever could we have to discuss?
I know you weren't behind Calliope's murder.
Oh, then you've learned something, haven't you? Something not exactly pleasant. I see. Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, where do I begin?
Wait, what do I have to lose, my life?
Of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
I don't want to be responsible for the idols dying out. I don't know how it could be, but what if it's true?
Then we die out. It's not that complicated. And if you're responsible, surely you'll have a good reason. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so.
Maybe die out
I'm rather
metaphorically?
looking forward to the trial now.
Change?
How exciting.
Okay, that wasn't much.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
We could talk about what happened in Hades. We were kind of interrupted by Freddy, and then everything.
What else could we have said, Grace? Yelled at each other more, perhaps?
If it'd help, yeah.
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
You could apologize, you know. We could start over, from square one.
You shatter my throne without so much as a by your leave. And I'm the one who apologizes?
I could go first, if you like. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, believe it or not. Is that better?
It's a start.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Well, still seems like I'm very much mortal.
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
Hmm. Sag. Hey, before we go to Apollo, let me do something. Sorry, I need to step out for a little bit. So, I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. So now we talk to Apollo. Wait, before that, we're gonna read the journal. Because I don't know if directly from Apollo we're gonna go to the trial. So yeah. Where do we start? We went to see Pan and then Persephone, so probably. Yeah. Ah. I went to Pan and told him everything that happened. To his credit, he listened, and I don't think he'll sell me out to Athena before the trial. Lesson learned, maybe. His advice surprised me. Let the prophecy play out. If the idols don't continue, then they don't continue. That's a pretty surprising attitude from an idol. Say what you want about Pan. He's never what you expect. Persephone? Okay. Well, I went to the underworld, the nightclub one, and I hashed things out with Persephone, as much as they could be. She'll never apologize for what went down, of course. That's just not in her nature. Even so, I think she feels badly about it, in her own way, and it's trying to change. We'll see how far that goes. Okay.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I care about him too.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right,
Oh,
Oracle.
he's right there.
I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I like Oracle.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
I thought you were better than this. I'm worried about you. I don't need protecting. I'm not angry.
I'm not. I was surprised, sure. But I get why you did it. I think.
I wanted you to find out about Athena without learning the prophecy. Yeah, it was difficult to help without helping too much. Even pointing you at Pan. I was hoping he could be pressured into assisting more. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what, stop trying?
Maybe.
I hope this doesn't change things between us. You've come to mean a great deal to me.
I feel the same way, Apollo.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
You'd better.
Okay, we did have a chance, so let's read their journal before. Probably just on Apollo. This game, despite like I really like the story and I like the characters and I like the voice acting, definitely. The sounds are okay. I like the whole mechanic that you decide where the sound goes, but it ends up sounding weird. I don't think I would just get a song and on Spotify or and listen to it. I'm pretty sure the soundtrack is on Spotify. But something they did really missed on is just the UI. It's just not good. It looks good. It looks great. Like looks wise, it looks great. It has a great aesthetic, but that's about it. Everything else is kind of inconvenient. So yeah. And also like the sprites, you don't see it because it's at 720p. But if it wasn't like 180 as like how I'm seeing it in my own my own screen, all the sprites for the characters are like pixelated for some reason. So it definitely needs a patch or two. But this game has been out for like a month and a half and they haven't done anything, and those like are the most glaring issues I see. So I don't know why they haven't fixed it. But oh well. The story is awesome though. I'm enjoying the game. It's just there are some issues they should get to, but it's fine. Went to the beach house, had a long talk with Apollo about what happened, but I don't know if I got through to him, that I understand why he did what he did. I hate that Athena put him in this position, and I wish he could see himself the way I do. I guess we'll see what happens the next at the trial. Guess we'll see.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
I wonder if there was a way to like save her, or just prevent her death.
Lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat
the previous Calliopes.
In my heart, you'll remain. I do not sail in vain.
Ah! What? What? What do you mean? There's an error. What? Hello? What error? This is the worst place to like get an error on. No. Okay. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue. No, we're gonna have to go through this. I don't know.
Like a boat
Hope you enjoyed that song.
with no sails,
Sorry.
not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart, you'll remain. I do not sail in vain.
Hope we don't get an error this time. Please, 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 please. Okay, everything is fine. I don't know what happened before.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's
Hello?
the owl.
Oh,
Is not
Grace,
there.
there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
I thought this was Olympus.
Not this office building. My word, no.
She's not saying something. She's keeping something. I should have said we needed to talk.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Old Olympus, okay.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place. which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we?
I played Ace Attorney, no worry. No worries at all.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our Eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything?
You had Calliope killed. This trial's a sham.
It must be difficult. Feeling as if everything is on your shoulders, and yours alone. One moment of weakness and it all falls apart. You've been doing this for so long, you don't even know how to stop, do you?
Oh, dear child, why on earth would I stop?
Because what you've done is wrong. If it wasn't, then why not come clean? Go on. Tell them about Apollo's prophecy. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the Eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it, just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No, I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Ooh. Zone of truth,
Yes,
bitch.
It's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you.
just you. Time to put you in check. There are other idols too. You irritating speck. Aren't you aware? Sorry, little bird. It's time. These people time to wring your neck.
This I know.
Ooh,
Once
Aphrodite's.
the muse is dead, questions creep. They'll burrow in my head. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Oh, reprises.
All this time, you've shown us what to sing.
Reprises. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away. You call that wise? Nobody needs to make a sacrifice. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
Ah, the Furies.
And effect. You feed this thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked. Cause and effect.
Oh God.
So romantic, me and you.
This is not the time, Apollo, though.
Wouldn't wanna be cut to pieces. We're just agree. I was so low, I nearly withdrew. Now I'm here because she inspired me. Grace, I love you. Oh, not in that way. I meant to say you're great, Grace, and I'm with you. Or I'm not with you, I'm just you. You know what I mean?
Stereotism. I could have chosen more. Okay.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus get to somewhere right. But it's been too many years since the mainland was in sight. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this. I forgive you, Athena. Look into me. I know what I see. Yes, a monster.
Ooh.
I've met monsters who weren't monsters. I'm a monster to me. I'm sorry, Grace. I'm sorry, all of you. I wish Calliope could know it too. She does. She hears you.
Ah, good ending. Yes. We did it. We did the right thing and forgave the murderer.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
You certain about that chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
Oh, she stepped
I think
down.
it's about time, don't you?
Wait, you're leading the chorus now?
Only for the moment. That's what we need to tell you.
What happened to
They
Athena?
decided
Oh,
to disband the chorus.
okay.
No more laws, no more hiding from mortals. It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll give it some time to let those who are afraid go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
Tell everyone the gods are real?
What about Athena? She can't be okay with this.
She won't fight it. She said, and I quote, "Whatever your decision, I will abide by it."
That's a switch.
The fight's just not in her anymore. She was so certain she was doing the right thing.
It must be tearing her apart now that she's failed.
Well, we'll see how long this new Athena lasts.
You all agreed to this? No argument?
Oh, we don't do anything without argument, dearest.
It's what Calliope fought for. It seems appropriate. I only wish you were here to see it.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Yes, well, it'll be up to us to pick up the pieces if this all falls apart.
We have to try. What other choice do we have?
It's hard to picture the idols living without rules. Medusa comes to mind, for instance. Think she'll be okay with mortal laws?
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved. As for the others, I suppose they'll have to answer to mortal authorities now.
These authorities. Do you think we could ask them about Hephaestus?
I don't see why not.
How? Though. Didn't he disappear after the war? And then what? What happened to him?
I have a few
There's
thoughts as to how
so
you could
many
go about
things
revealing
that I don't have
yourselves.
clear.
I was hoping you might.
No.
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
What?
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
So,
Could
what?
you all give Grace and I a moment, please?
Ooh. A moment?
Well, you did it. You survived.
Eh. Freddy did it! I fulfilled the prophecy, we did it.
We did it. I would have been lost if you hadn't stood beside me.
I was just trying to do the right thing.
And now you're leading the idols. I'm proud of you.
And you. You stood your ground with Athena and won. A feat even the mightiest idols have never accomplished.
Wasn't like I had much choice, right?
I want you to know that I'm not going anywhere. Whatever happens when we reveal ourselves, whatever comes, I go where you go.
Aw.
I could get used to that.
I wouldn't be crimping your style? Is that how you say it?
If you're 75, sure. Maybe let's get your vocabulary into this century at some point.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Aww.
What do you say, Grace? Ready to face the music one more time?
Always.
2 months later. Wow. Weird fridge.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following
This is a
your
weird
progress.
ending.
She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Look at all those pictures. Okay. Aphrodite.
Is there any
and
word yet
Eros.
on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
So
I thought for
basically,
sure they'd
we
go into
reinstate
hiding.
the Greek
Aphrodite fears mortals more
religion,
than any other idol.
you know?
Doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Oh, nice.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
Hecate and
What about
Asterion.
Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess?
I
do not.
Me neither.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Oh, why?
eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the
That's so
meantime, she
sad.
gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
Medusa.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Oh no.
Again.
Medusa was
not the
beside herself
cat.
with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere.
What?
It was her
The
decision.
government?
The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Might?
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
This is horrible. What the fuck? Apollo's
I'd
first.
like to know what you've been up to, Apollo.
Athena.
Other than whining like a sad puppy every moment that you've been away.
I haven't been... Well, all right. Maybe just a little. But mostly I've been taking charge of the idols remaining at Olympus, helping them ease into life with the mortals.
Every day he parades about the city with idols in tow like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
But Apollo barely knows how the world works.
Well, that's what
Called
makes
out.
it funny. It's the blind leading the blind.
Literally.
I've also been tidying up the beach house, finding the Oracle, a new place to live.
A new place to live? Why?
So he can invite you to live in his little beachside hovel, that's why.
Oh.
I was going to say that myself. Later, when you were finished and back for good.
Live together? That's a bit sudden, Apollo.
Well, I hadn't planned on bringing it up right this second. But yes, let's discuss it when you've had a chance to breathe. After all, we have all the time in the world.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No, you don't. I came by to give you all my regards, such as they are. After this, you likely won't see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I have. She left the city, as she felt uncomfortable with all the attention on the idols.
Terrified, you mean?
It was more that mortals expected the goddess of wisdom to have sage advice, and she no longer trusts her judgment.
No surprise there.
You don't still worry about her, brother, after all she's done?
I think of her off in the far north, living alone in the wilderness, punishing herself until the end of her days. I know it's her own choosing, but it seems like such a waste.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life, never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
This is a weird ending.
What about Pan? I haven't seen
Them
him
just
since the
becoming
trial.
famous.
No one's seen him.
Shouldn't we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Persephone, could we just meet you there?
Fine. I will, however, begin drinking without you.
Something on your mind, Apollo?
You, Grace. It's always you.
Take my hand for a minute.
Oh, the romantic ending? Maybe?
Let's stop and breathe for a moment. There's so much to like. Now I've opened my eyes, finally stepped into the light. Wouldn't you know it was here the whole time? The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. I now know it's true, the answer is you, and I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
How will you feel years from now? Everything's changing so fast.
We have eternity to work it out. With you, I think it will last. The courage we need to be joyful, something you've helped me find. No matter where we go, we'll take it slow, and I'll hold your hand all the while. The courage we need to be joyful is something we'll build over time. No matter what we do, the answer is you. I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
Hey! Hey! Nice. We did it! We finished the game. Wow. There's still other endings to see, supposedly, I think. Yeah. I don't know how else could it go. Like, I'm pretty sure there are several endings, but I don't know if it's just like the just general endings of what happened to everyone. Or just like a different ending altogether, like if I die or what happens to the idols, etc. I guess I can look it up and see if it's worth like playing over. But yeah, it's been a good game so far. I like the story. I'm not sure about the ending. It's gonna... And everything went well. Except your friend died. You know? Oh, how to get all the endings? Okay, the romance option you decide to pursue in the game heavily affects the ending you are going to get in the game. Okay. Okay, there's basically one ending for each romance option. And that's it. Okay, there's just one ending for each romance option. I don't know which ending. Okay, basically, it depends. I guess we can, like, we can do that. We can dedicate a couple streams to that. We don't have to see every dialogue we have seen. Like, there's stuff we don't have to repeat a lot. We can see. I don't know if you what you guys think. There we go. But I think for now it's a good place to end. Do you think there's a way to save Freddy? Probably. I think it depends on our decisions. Maybe I was thinking mainly how we enter the reliquary again. I'm thinking that if we go talk to Hecate, then maybe we won't die. Like Freddy won't. Like we'll have help, you know, instead of like get with the Furies and stuff. I don't know. Hecate could do like magic stuff. It's the first thing that comes to mind. So I don't know. We'll see. We can see. Maybe there's a way to save Freddy. I know she definitely was a romance option, so at the very least, maybe if we choose her as part of the romance, we can save her in a way. I don't know. We can see. But as I was saying, apparently it does, depending on who you romance, it does affect heavily how the game ends. And certain pivotal options like saving Aphrodite or not saving Aphrodite. That's the first one that comes to mind. And if you whether or not you choose to destroy the throne as well. Also I guess what kind of traits you choose to have. That's what comes to mind. So yeah, but mainly I think it's just the romance options. So yeah, we can try that next stream. We can try. I think I want to try Freddy's next because I like Freddy a lot. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy the story, the music, everything. As I was saying, you know what I think. I think the story is good. I like the characters. I like the dialogue. The endings are like, well, this ending was kind of like, and we came out to the world and we became famous, and now the gods are a thing again. So it's kind of weird, but okay. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And I hope you guys tune in for the next time. Next stream will be probably either Thursday or Friday, and we'll go with Zelda next time. It was cool. Yeah, you liked it. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see each other in the next stream. See ya. Bye bye.